Welcome to the installation video of the CURT 60649 underbed install kit with the 60607 double lock gooseneck hitch on a 2015 Ford F-150. To begin, remove the spare tire to provide more room for the installation. Next, find the center mounting location for the hole in the truck bed. To do this, measure from the tailgate end of the truck bed. Hook a tape measure over the back of the truck box and measure up 43.5 inches. Then, mark the center between the wheel wells. This intersection of the two measurements will give you the center point to drill the required 4-inch circle. To make the drilling process easier, use a punch on the marked center point. Using a 4-inch hole saw, drill into the bed where you have marked. We recommend using a cutting fluid to ease the drilling process. Clear the area of metal shavings and debris. Use touch-up paint or rust inhibitor to finish the raw metal. To create a clean, finished look, use the included rubber edging around the 4-inch hole. On the driver's side, use the supply diagram to mark the inner wheel well. This will create a space for the crossarm installation and the handle operation. Remove the marked section with a rotary cutting wheel. Double check the dimensions of the removed section and make any necessary adjustments now. Next, run one of the included hex bolts through the crossarm's threads to remove any excess powder coat or debris from the crossarm. Repeat this on all crossarm mounting holes. Prepare to insert the crossarm bar. Notice that the holes are closer to one edge. Slide the crossarm between the frame and the bottom of the truck bed. Once the crossarm reaches between the frame rails, rotate the crossarm so that the side that is closest to the holes faces the ground. Next, insert the angled crossarm into position using the previously made notch in the wheel well. Once in position, rotate the crossarm so that the side with no holes is flat up against the truck bed. On vehicles with an aluminum bed, it is necessary to apply a galvanic isolator kit to the center section before installation. If this installation is being done by one person, we recommend using the 60606 Gooseneck installation tool to help hold the center section in place. To do this, place the assembled unit in the bed of the truck with the strap attachment point going through the 4-inch hole. From beneath the truck, raise the center section into place with the strap going through the cylinder. Place the included bolt through the cylinder and the strap. Next, tighten the bolt on top of the installation tool to hold the center section in place. Attach the crossarms to the center section using the included 8 hex bolts and conical tooth washers. The angled crossarm will require 4 hex flange nuts to be installed. Loosely attach the side plates to the crossarms starting on the driver's side. To do this, lift the side plate into position and secure it to the crossarm with the included hex bolt and conical tooth washer. Secure the side plate to the angled crossarm with the included carriage bolt, spacer, and flange nut. Next, fishwire the lower attachment points. To do this, insert the coiled end of the fishwire into the attachment hole on the side plate and through the vehicle's frame. Place a square hole spacer over this end and insert it back through the frame of the vehicle. Thread the carriage bolt onto the coiled end and place it into the frame as well. Pull up on the opposite end of the fishwire, bringing the carriage bolt through the spacer, frame, and out through the attachment point. Remove the fishwire from the hardware and secure it with a hex flange nut. Repeat this fish wiring process for the final attachment point. Repeat this entire side plate installation process on the passenger side. Torque all fasteners to the value specified in the supplied instruction sheet by first tightening the center section to the front and rear crossarms, then torque the side plates to the truck frame on both sides, and finally torque the side plate flanges to the front and rear crossarms. Uninstall the gooseneck installation tool at this time if necessary. Next, using the center section as a guide, drill the safety chain loops from underneath the truck bed using a 5/8-inch hole saw. Make sure the holes are located on the lower rib section of the truck bed as shown in the included diagram. Carefully deburr the drilled holes and use a rust inhibitor or touch-up paint to finish the exposed metal edge. From inside the truck bed, place the 2 U-bolts down through the drilled holes. You may need to widen the holes with a step bit if the holes are not large enough. From underneath the truck, place a washer, then a spring, followed by another washer, and a nylock nut on each of the 4 U-bolt legs. Tighten the nylock nuts until they are flush with the bottom of the U-bolt. From inside the truck bed, pull up on each loop to make sure that they move freely. Insert the locking pin into the ball cylinder with the handle rod hole located on top. Insert the handle rod from outside of the vehicle through the modified wheel well, through the hole in the side plate, and into the rod guide. Slide the supplied washers over the handle rod, followed by the compression spring before inserting the rod into the locking pin. Once in place, secure the rod with the included bolt and nylock nut. Lastly, find a suitable place for the product usage sticker and reinstall the spare tire. Now that everything is installed, let's go over the operation of your new CURT double lock gooseneck hitch. To remove the pin and reposition the ball, pull the handle out as far as possible and rotate it clockwise until the locking pin is disengaged and locked out. Insert the ball into the cylinder by aligning the ball groove with the ball cylinder pin. If the groove and pin are not aligned, simply rotate the ball until it drops into place. Rotate the handle counterclockwise until the locking pin snaps back into position. Before towing, always double check to make sure that the pin passes completely through the ball and cylinder. When not in use, the gooseneck ball can be flipped over and conveniently stored within the cylinder and covered with the provided rubber cap. This completes the installation video of the CURT 60649 underbed install kit with the 60607 double lock gooseneck hitch on a 2015 Ford F-150. Carefully read and understand all of the included towing information provided, and be sure to use your safety chain loops every time you tow. Thank you for watching this video. Now you can bring it.